needed to happen. It needed to happen for sure.
Perfect
I needed
timing.
a kick in the butt, a big kick in the butt. Like I can notice the growth, I can notice the change. But I do have to say that the Stephanie I was then, it's a little more different than the Stephanie now.
Welcome to another dose of Empire, where we share stories to elevate and inspire. My name is Mimi, and I'll be your host for today. I am honored to introduce our next guest. She's a motivator, a hair guru, and host of Curl Talk. Please help me welcome Stephanie Burrell. What is one of the most important risks that you took, and why?
I think the most important risk I've ever taken, and I don't regret it at all, is making that move to Haiti. I think that was a pivotal moment for me. I learned independence. I learned about my culture. I learned a new language, independence, just everything. I really put myself out there. While I was there, I worked different jobs, but for me to be able to work those jobs, I had to introduce myself and really prove myself to those employers for them to hire me, and really show them why I'm different from somebody else. So taking that leap was a really, really important time. And it happened at a good time too. I wasn't too young, and it wasn't at a time that I just needed it at that time. I was young, but I don't know. It needed to happen. It needed to happen for sure. I needed a kick in the butt, a big kick in the butt.
Sounds like it was perfect timing. But what is one thing would you say, oh my God, I wish I've done this sooner? And it doesn't have to be Haiti specifically, either your hair journey, doing the chop, or going to Haiti. What is one thing you wish you'd done sooner?
I wish I created this, my curl page when I cut my hair. I think that would have been really cool to document the highs and the lows back then in that time frame. I would have had like so much more content, and I like comparing my photos, the ones that I do have, because it's cool. Like I can notice the growth, I can notice the change. But I do have to say that the Stephanie I was then, it's a little more different than the Stephanie now. So that would have been cool to document.
I love that. It makes sense. But God gave us exactly what we asked for. Were you ready back then?
Probably no, definitely not. And I feel like I enjoyed my journey more because I wasn't stuck on my phone and trying to, take the right pictures and stuff. Now I have, and I don't do it so often because of work. I truly do it because it's fun and I enjoy it. I don't do this for money or anything. I truly enjoy interacting with others. But yeah, back then I wouldn't have really been as focused. So I like that I can do it now, for sure.
I love that. So I love the fact that when you're talking about different products, you looking at the ingredients, you look at the label. I'm ashamed to say, I never look at the label. So watching your page, I'm like, were we supposed to do that for what we put in our hair too? But I have to say, I do that for what I put in my mouth, what I eat. And if you just have too much sugar, it's not going in. I'm sorry, it's gonna stay on the shelf. But walk us through the process of maybe an ingredient. If you see it in the label, anything dealing with hair, we think it's a big no-no.
let me see, anything with like, well, one thing I did learn, there's certain alcohols that are beneficial to some extent. But when it, I learned, I can't think of it, the exact name for the exact term on the top of my head, but there's certain alcohols that are really damaging, which obviously you think alcohol, like, why would I put it in my hair?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really drying. And I learned also that the first 3 to 5 ingredients that are written on the label are what they use more of. That is what's more contained in that product. And then it lessens out the percentage. It diminishes like when you read it like towards the bottom. So like when the first 2 are like alcohol and something else, it's kind of just like like that means that they use a big amount of it. So I really look for things that say like water or purified water. I really love like tea tree oils and peppermint oils, anything that's like invigorating. So yeah, those things I really look out for. And I'm one of those people that like, I like I have an experience when I'm like washing my hair. So if my scalp doesn't tingle, if my shampoo doesn't like do like the lathering bubbles, like I am not happy. Like I need to see it, I need to smell it, I need to feel it. It needs to be an experience for sure.
Now walk us through the process of what a wash day looks like, because I've heard different versions of what people do before they even wash their hair. What is your version of washing your hair looks like?
So, I've done the pre-poo before. It's when you're applying like some sort of conditioning product on dry or damp hair before you wash it. I feel like for me personally, I feel like it's just an extra step and I'm wasting water. So I go straight. Yeah, I try to minimize my time in the shower like that I need to, because it's already like a 30-minute shower. So anything longer than that, like I'm just in there for too long.
Right.
I go straight into the shampooing. And shampooing, I do it at least 2 to 3 times, like rinse, lather, rinse, all of that. Then I would, it depends. So if I feel like I need an extra kick of moisture, I'll do a hair mask, and then I'll step out of the shower for like 10 to 15 minutes and then come back, rinse it out. Or I'll just jump in with like the conditioner, leave the conditioner in for a couple of minutes and then rinse it out. What I used to do was I used to detangle in the shower. That took
That's
forever.
What I do.
Yeah. I can't do it because I realized when I style, I have to detangle anyway. So I'm like, why am I doing this twice? So I eliminated that.
That is true.
Yeah, I have to tackle it anyways. So I just rather do everything at one point, and then so shampoo, condition, jump out, and then that's where I'm really doing like the heavy duty work is the styling process. So tiny sections. Drench it with water and then the products that I feel like using that day, and then detangle. It's like a whole other issue.
Yes, it is. Oh my God. Hence the workout. It's a workout.
Yep.
it is definitely a workout. Oh gosh. So I have to ask, I know we talked about one of the key ingredients of having a great day, but what is one of the key ingredients of having a great hair day for you?
I would say water. Like I'm surprised how much. Also, yeah, I'm surprised how much of a difference it makes when you're just putting like straight products and just brushing. It's not like, I don't know. It doesn't make that really curly effect, at least for my hair. I noticed when I drench it and then apply products and then I drench it again, it really, my hair loves water. It soaks it in. And when I refresh my curls, I spray a little water. It's really something that I feel like everyone should try to incorporate, because your scalp, your hair needs it. It really does.
How often do you actually use it? So this is me totally being curious, because I think I got everybody like really into like spraying your hair with water, not just pouring, just spraying a little bit, because I think it makes a difference. And I didn't realize. I think people talk about drinking water, which is good for you, but actually spraying your hair with just pure water does wonders. How often do you actually do that?
I'll be honest, maybe like the first day or two that I do like a wash and go or twist out, I probably will use oil more than I'll use water, just because I want to try to preserve the curls. So like today I did oil, but I don't put oil on my scalp anymore. I learned this from one of my girls who I interviewed. But after that,
no, you have to tell me that story. I don't think I've seen that one. No, please share.
Yeah, her name is...
I've been using oil. What am I missing?
Trust me, me too. I was stuck on the oil train. But she had mentioned that she doesn't want to like clog her scalp like that. So why would she put oil into her scalp when she could just put it on her ends if that's where it really is needed? And, you know, I looked it up and she's so right. I'm totally, and that also can cause product buildup. So when you get like those little flakes and it's not necessarily dandruff, you're just putting all these like, so it's just like too many things on your scalp, and my scalp is super sensitive. So I'll do the spritz of water instead, and then I can like refresh my curls with like an oil. You have to be patient. You have to get through that next day. And with time, it does get better. So you just have to allow yourself to push forward. You really, really have to be patient with yourself, the people around you, and the situation that we're in. 100%.